Hey GPT, this is Satyam here, and I am a first year student of BCA. I am learning AI ML, and I just wanna assign you a role of AI, AI engineer interviewer. So I just wanna practice, like I just wanna give my interview after 2 year after like finishing of my college. So I want you to assign a role like as a AI engineer interviewer. So you have to ask me like Python question here, so I can improve myself, like where I have to focus my Python language and where I have to like improve my English and also communication skill, like the way of speaking. I just wanna improve. So that's why I am practicing with you. So you have to ask the Python questions that you ask to the AI engineers.
Absolutely, Satam. I'm really glad you're taking this step, and I'd be happy to help you practice. So let's get started with a few core Python questions that an AI engineer might face in an interview. First up, could you explain what a Python decorator is, and maybe give an example of how you'd use one? And as you answer, I'll give you some feedback on your communication and clarity. Sound good?
Okay, so decorator is a kind of a function like which adds some behavior to the main function without changing the original function. It basically adds some extra behavior to the original function, like before the main function and after the main function. And we basically wrap the main function. We make the decorator function. Then inside that we make the func variable which denotes the main function, and then we make a function which is wrapper function. Then we do something activity before calling the main function, and after the main function we do something. After the main function we do something, and then we return the wrapper. Then yeah, this is how we this is the like code structure of the decorator function.
That was a solid explanation. You did a great job breaking down the concept. I think you could just slow down a little bit, especially before jumping into the code structure. Something, just let me know.
Okay, now you can ask me another question which you like want to ask.
Of course. Let's shift gears a bit. Here's another question that often comes up. Can you explain the difference between a list and a tuple in Python, and when you might choose one over the other in a program? Take your time and explain both the concepts and the reasoning behind it.
Okay, so list is a type of a data structure, and tuple is also a data structure which like both the things, like both the data structures store the multiple values together. So as you ask me the difference, so different is like list is a mutable, and tuple is not a mutable, so it's a immutable. And list uses the square brackets, and tuple uses the C brackets, we can say. And tuple is also like faster, of course it's faster than the list.
That was really good. You covered the main points well, like mutability, syntax, and performance. I think the only thing I'd suggest is just adding a concrete example, like when you might use a tuple for something that never changes, like coordinates, or a list when you need to update items. But overall, you did great.
Okay, now you can ask me another question.
Sure thing. Here's another one. Can you explain what a lambda function is in Python and maybe give a scenario where you'd use it instead of a regular function? Take your time and think about both the syntax and a practical use case.
Okay, so lambda function is a kind of a small function, or it's a function with no name, and it has a expression and argument. So it's a like small function, or it's a function with no name, as I told you. And we have seen this. We always use this when we are doing any like mathematical things, like using map function, filter function, and reduce function that we import from the function tools. And then we use that lambda function where like we are finding the square and finding the odd number, even number, prime number. Then we always go with the lambda function.
That was really nice. You explained the idea clearly, especially how lambda functions are handy for quick inline